In this video, we're going to be looking over this Olympus Superzoom 76G 35mm film camera. And my goal in making this video is to put this camera through the types of tests that you would want to do if you had it in your own hands. So to do that, I have a battery and a scrap roll of film. Neither of these are included, they're just here for our testing purposes. So let's get started by opening up the battery compartment. And we see the door is in good shape, and we can load this type 123 battery in here and close the door. And then if we pull the cover aside, the lens pops out and shows the flashing E, indicating that the film compartment is empty. So if we go around the back here and open that up, pressing this latch right here, we can see inside the back. Looks like a nice set of optics right there in the middle. I'm just going to blow a little dust off there. And then we're going to take the roll of film and put it over on this side and bring the tail over into the take-up area. Make sure that stays there and close the back. And we hear it winding. And if I pull the cover open, it's gone to picture number 1 now on the display. So it comes up by default with the flash is decided by the camera. So I'm going to intentionally set it to not flash so we don't have to wait for it to regenerate and everything. But here, let's pop off a picture and we'll see the lens moves and then the shutter actuates. It does have a zoom here, in and out. We can see that's working. And now I'm going to set it so that it absolutely will flash. Okay, so now I'll point it here kind of at us and we'll see if the flash goes off. And it certainly did. Nice bright flash. Now I'm going to shut the flash off again, and then we're going to check out the self-timer. Self-timer is started with this little button right here. So I'm going to press that till the little timer shows up. And then now we'll just point this here at us and press the shutter button. Wait a minute. Oh, let's see. Okay, there's the flashing light. And it completes its cycle. So now I'm going to just point this off here so it gives something to focus on, shoot off the rest of these pictures in this roll of film. It's not very many. Oh, I tipped a little, I pushed that in a little bit and it reset so it flashes. I'm going to set it so it doesn't. Okay, now we're at the end of the roll of film. Lens goes in. We can see it counting back here on the counter. It'll go back to 1, and then it'll go just a little beyond that to make sure it's all wound into the canister. I heard it break free. Okay, flashing E. So now we know it's safe to open the back of the camera and unload the film. It's all wound back into this cartridge. And if this were a real roll of film, we could have that processed. Well, we have this open. Let's just look here. Everything looks pretty nice and clean. Looks like this camera is designed with some ridges and things that kind of interleave here so that it doesn't have a lot of light seal type material, and everything there looks pretty good. I am going to shut the camera off by sliding this cover over and taking the battery out, since that's not included in the sale. But cosmetically, the camera looks pretty nice all the way around, top, and the bottom. I did notice that somebody must have wanted to shorten the strap, and so they cut it and tied this knot here. So that's not real pretty, but it's still a functional strap. I guess it's big enough for a wrist if you wanted to carry it like that. So all in all, looks like a fairly nice example of the Olympus Superzoom 76G.